Lays the tackle. Looks like he started on the half-back line. That's where he played on the weekend. And in comes Lachie Carmichael. He's taken in a ripping tackle by Cal Smith that the umpire will reward.
Left foot kick towards half forward. Delivery wasn't too bad. Could have been a shove in the back potentially there against Houston, but nothing doing from the umpire. As a result, the Allies are away. Here's Adable.
In the Sandfullers, we've got a tie-up on the wing. Kalani White out the back it went. Patterson. Now Lachie Carmichael, Sydney Swans Academy, up into the forward line. Some high flyers. There's another free kick in the contest. And the advantage will go the way of the Allies. And the first goal is tumbled on in from Jack Miller. Into the 50. A couple of Allies defenders spoil one another. It's there in the pocket. It's gathered by Carmichael. Hurried kick out of the 50. They've kept it alive, Vic Country. And here's a chance at the top of the goal square. That was Prasad, who just had a difficult time trying to gain control of the football, and good pressure on the front line there for Vic.
What can they muster here from this foray forward? Hardy winning it down. Wilson gives a hand pass off. Carmichael just hacks it out of the congestion. Kicks it out of the defensive 50. It's a bit of a fickle bounce.
An underager this year, so obviously a Carlton father-son. His dad made his debut famously on this ground against West Coast 21 years ago. One of the great debuts.
And the AFL Live official app.
I called Taylor playing in a school game a couple of years ago for his school. In races, Mukunda. He can't do much with it. Byrne, he relishes the opportunity to lay another tackle. It was a dangerous tackle, said the umpire. And so a free kick on the last line here for the Allies boys. This is Carmichael. Great right foot kick on him, and second. We're underway again in the middle. Atkins wins a clearance, kicks up near Mukunda, who was kept out of it by Carmichael. Ground ball comes back to Mukunda, but quickly here. Allies leading by 7 points, looking for their second win of the carnival. Vic Country still looking for their first. Carmichael
to the pack, on hands and knees. Real struggle for possession here. White, kick smothered. And conceding there is Carmichael. They're appealing for a deliberate behind or insufficient intent. Nothing doing from the umpire, so the Allies have an opportunity to clear through Wilson here.
A little bit surprised that was allowed to go.
Maybe because do you have to have players within the 5 metre perimeter and it's okay in that scenario?
Yeah, for Vic Country is a bottom ager. He drives them back up to half forward. Early fly there from Carmichael. A little bit lucky not to be penalised for a free kick. Beautiful mark in the defensive goal square. And out to Carmichael, who realises that he can get it and go. Disposal number 13, he leads all comers. That is a very interesting kick. It takes a bit of territory, but that's all you can say. Kick in, trailing by 11 points.
Carmichael to bring it back in, kicks towards right half back. And here's a speedy Patterson, 7-8 to 4-7. It's Vic Country by 19.
I reckon he rushed that kick a little bit, Jesse. Didn't quite go back to the top of his mark. Carmichael marks the kick in.
One thing I noticed with that kick
too. Played a bit of VFL footy for the Suns this year. We saw him, Damo, a couple of weeks ago in that match where they almost come from behind to beat the Cats, and Coulson was one of the...
Couple of oncomers arrive. Carmichael goes back in to try and ferry at Mukunda. Over the top of him is Kane. Dribbles the kick. Dives on top of the football. Allies have the numbers. Kyle feeds it back. Carmichael's kick well smothered by Onley. Stevens with good shepherding. Sees Onley clear. This is Carmichael to bring it back in. Sizing up the options. He's going to poke it towards right half back. Well done from Duursma to make a contest, and Chamberlain will receive the hand pass. Kick smothered. Plucked out of there by Carmichael. Kicks it high towards right half back. At the base of the package.
White and Jackson lay. Extracting the football was Corrigan. Backwards they go by hand, the Allies, and then Caro gets involved. Carmichael decides to keep the momentum going across the Allies. 6-8-44, closing in on three-quarter time.
Carmichael eating up the seconds. The siren will go shortly. As Duursma flies.
13-61 is Vic Country. The Allies 6-8-44. Somehow got out and then ran into his own teammate. That didn't help his cause. Handball to Harding, who's trying to go down and pick up the football. He did, and when he resurfaced, Waller was there all over him.
Today, Zach Harding with 25 hit-outs has dominated. Waller with 6 and Murray with 6. They've interchanged in the ruck to a certain degree.
Yeah, they'll be back with a vengeance Ballarat next year. Carmichael hunts the Sharon from the spillage and indeed finds it. Handball, I think, went looking for...
Ball up on centre wing. One down by Amu. Carmichael, great back turn and a very good hand pass as well to Annabelle. Chips it towards centre half forward. Good presentation as well. Mark taken there by Corrigan, who goes short. Too many loose options. And this man kept running down. Carmichael has been A great avenue today, Sydney Academy prospect. From 52 metres out, gives it a ride. It's not a bad effort. It's even better. He's kicked the goal. The Allies are back in town. Just reward for Carmichael.
There was Coulson. And now Wilson, a bit of a dangerous kick, but Carmichael is up to the task and leading from the front, and he's off and running is Lachie. Brings his kick out towards the broadcast wing. Good mark at the back, taken by Dean.
Towards Byrne, slight fumble. Allies have the numbers. Matthews feeds it back. Carmichael, sweeping hand pass is okay. Here's King.
Kicks up to the one-on-one contest. Matthews got rid of Byrne. Byrne flew from the back, and it got out to Carmichael. Collins twisting and turning. Back for Carmichael, who is confronted. And now to Kane. 10-64. One last ruck contest in the middle there between Harding and Waller. Carmichael around in a 360 and then brings his kick up near Wootton, who's been a little bit quieter today than he was last week. A couple of wins together. It's a Vic Country's Day at Icon Park. And they're able to get a win, 11-16-82. And they beat the Allies 10-10.